What is up, Pats Nation? It is Patriots Global here with another video, and today's a very informative video as I'm going to be telling you all of the roster cut downs that the Patriots did yesterday. Now, the Pats had to have their 53-man roster ready by 4 o'clock yesterday, so basically they had to cut from 90 players all the way down to 53 by 4 p.m. yesterday. So in this video, you're going to find out what players got cut, what players got put on the IR, and then later you are going to be getting a video of the Patriots' final, at least for now, 53-man roster. Now, the Patriots ended up releasing 26 players, and here are those 26 players. Defensive lineman John Atkins, punter Corey Bohojo, because I still can't say his name. Running back Brandon Bolden. Now that one was a big surprise, but the Patriots do this every year, so he could end up coming back, which I really hope he does. I really like Bolden. Offensive lineman Luke Barranco. Offensive lineman Cole Croston. Quarterback Danny Etling. Running back Kenneth Farrow, who really, I hate that they cut him. He was one of the 3 players that the Patriots signed like very last minute for the last preseason game, and he did very, very, very well. Wish the Patriots kept him. I guess it just didn't work out. I mean, he came in very late. Next is offensive lineman James Ferentz. Next is linebacker Marquise Flowers. Huge shock when they cut him. Running back Mike Gillislee. Defensive lineman Trent Harris. Cornerback Cyrus Jones. Offensive lineman Jason King. Linebacker Harvey Longy. Defensive lineman Eric Lee. Wide receiver KJ May. He was one of those 3 players that the Patriots signed last minute. Wide receiver Riley McCarron. Defensive back AJ Moore. Fullback Henry Pogge. Offensive lineman Brian Schwenke. Offensive lineman Matt Tobin. Defensive back Demarius Travis. Tight end Will Tye. Defensive lineman Vincent Valentine. Running back Ralph Webb. And cornerback Jamal Wiltz. So those are the players that the Patriots cut, and then there are players who are put on the IR, and those are the following players. First round pick Isaiah Wynn, who everybody knows already. 6th round pick Braxton Berrios. Linebacker Christian Sam. Offensive lineman Erlich John. And then because Will Tye, I guess, was injured and he went through waivers unclaimed, he actually goes back to the Patriots and gets put on their injured reserve, so he is still a Patriot technically and no one can grab him. And then Ryan Izzo actually also got put on the Patriots IR. I'm almost certain I'm not missing anyone. So basically, a lot of people are going to be asking me, what the heck does injured reserve mean? Does that mean they can come back? Usually that means like after week 6 or week 8 or something like that, the Patriots can choose to take a player off of IR. But for the season, they can only take 2 players off of IR. But actually, all the players I listed, their season is officially over. They will not be coming back this season at all because the Patriots put them on IR before 4 o'clock. If they had put them on after, then technically, if the Patriots wanted to bring them onto the team and take them off of IR after a certain amount of weeks, then they could. But because they did not, players like Braxton Berrios, Christian Sam, Erlich John, Isaiah Wynn, just all of them, they will not be able to play this season. But because they are on the Patriots IR, the Patriots do have the rights to them, so no one can actually grab them like if they were on, say, their practice squad. So for those of you saying Braxton Berrios did and would not make the team, you're right and you're wrong. That's including myself also. But I actually said he wouldn't make the 53-man roster, which he didn't. The Patriots actually had 2 open roster spots, and they actually filled those today with 2 wide receivers, which you guys will be getting a video on very soon. And no, it is not Des Bryant or anything like that. You will be getting 2 videos on the 2 wide receivers that they signed very shortly, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that and subscribe so you know when I post it. Now, out of those players that I listed that were released, you might be wondering if any went claimed by another team. And sadly, yes, some actually did. Cornerback Ryan Lewis got picked up by the Bills, which kind of, I didn't like that. Obviously he wasn't going to make the Patriots with, spoiler alert, both Keon Cross and J.C. Jackson making the team. He wasn't going to make it, but he was a very decent cornerback for the Patriots and was on their practice squad for, I think, 2 years, but he is now officially a Buffalo Bill, along with the Bills' signed punter, Corey Bohojaquez. The Lions also signed defensive end Eric Lee to their practice squad. And then cornerback Cyrus Jones actually got picked up by the Baltimore Ravens, which is actually where he is from, so I'm sure he's thrilled about that. I mean, it just wasn't working out for him in New England. Maybe they can get something out of him the Patriots couldn't. I doubt it, but you never know. And then the other person that went claimed was safety A.J. Moore. Now, he wasn't really anything special for the Patriots. He was really just a special teams contributor. So, I mean, that's just another special teamer that is out, which is another reason why I'm really hoping that the Patriots will bring back Brandon Bolden, also because he was the first player signed to an extension this offseason, and then he was a player that was released, so I don't know. So, yeah, those are the players that went claimed, and the only person that was a Patriot that actually got signed is running back Mike Gillislee. So, right away, actually, today he had a visit with the Saints, and then the same day he met with them, he got signed. So Mike Gillislee is officially a New Orleans Saint. So basically, that was all of the roster cutdowns, the players that got picked up, just all of that stuff. Expect maybe tonight or tomorrow the video of the 53-man roster along with the Patriots practice squad. That's always changing, but what the practice squad is right now. Another interesting thing that I heard today was that Patriots offensive line coach Dante Scarnecchia said that there will be 8 offensive linemen on the team, and right now there are actually only currently 7, so we can expect some other offensive linemen being signed at some point, even possibly tomorrow. But yeah, those are your roster cutdowns. Your 53-man roster is going to be coming, like I said, very, very, very soon. So make sure you guys are ready for that. But what are your guys' thoughts on the roster cutdowns? A lot of people cut some surprising cuts. So what are your thoughts on this? There's a lot of thoughts to be said, so make sure you leave them in the comments below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, as it helps me out very, very, very much. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody who knows who can grow the Patriots Global family, and they can get updated. And other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.